Welcome to this episode of Sitecore in 300 Seconds Plus. My name is Mick and I am part of the Solution Engineering team at Sitecore. In this episode, we're going to delve deeper into how Sitecore supports headless application architectures with the Sitecore Experience Edge SaaS delivery platform. This episode will provide a more technical focus to the capabilities. If you are interested in a short overview of the concepts and business value, please watch my 300 Seconds episode. Previously, we discussed how headless architectures and technologies are supporting organizations in more freedom and flexibility when planning and executing on their digital strategies. This typically is also across a multitude of digital devices that we all interact with on a day-to-day basis. Not only that, but moving forward, the channels we consume are ever increasing, and these channels should inherently be linked where possible to provide the best user experience available. Beginning this episode, we will quickly introduce Sitecore Experience Edge and walk through how utilizing this technology can help to solve leading market problems. Next up, we will start delving into the makeup of Experience Edge, breaking it down into what makes up the core offering, use cases, topology, and how this aligns to the current Sitecore products. We will then focus in more technically around how Experience Edge can be leveraged within Content Hub, followed by Experience Manager. Let's start off by means of an introduction. Sitecore Experience Edge will give brands the ability to publish content to any device or channel that they want, so you can utilize the content in watches, phones, tablets, voice control devices, or any other channel you can think of. It also provides marketers with the option to deploy their content through a high-performant and scalable content API. This industry standard API will empower developers to create experiences for any device in any channel using a development language they prefer. This also addresses headless solutions, also supporting Jamstack and static site-based architectures. When looking at the key problems we see in the market today, it starts to become clear that Sitecore Experience Edge helps to solve these challenges. Organizations need to quickly implement solutions and experiences across multiple channels. They race with their competitors to launch new products. The ability to serve a faster time to market makes a big impact on their business. Infrastructure required to run modern digital marketing at scale is becoming very complex, which leads to higher support and ongoing costs. We need to be able to remove those complexities. The need to solve scalability problems without having any experts in our team. The system should scale up and down to support variable load, handle unexpected spikes, remove the burdens and responsibilities of this from our customers. People expect fast loading websites. Performance is also a key component in getting higher lighthouse scores, an area which correlates directly to SEO rankings. Users need content, data, and capabilities integrated across all channels. Need to deliver outbound streamlined communications to customers across multiple digital and print channels, including email, print, SMS, social media, and other emerging channels. And integrate with any platform that needs content by utilizing the latest industry standards. At its heart, Sitecore Experience Edge is a SaaS delivery layer on top of both the Content Hub and Experience Management solutions. It provides a content API based on GraphQL that can be consumed by any type of channel or application. Sitecore Experience Edge provides content and assets that are hosted by Sitecore in a geographically distributed environment that is designed to handle high-performant request loads. It allows for true Jamstack and headless architectures based on Sitecore item data or content that is stored within Content Hub. So now let's start breaking this down. We have two types of Sitecore Experience Edge. First, we have Sitecore Experience Edge for Content Hub. This extends the reach of Content Hub by adding a delivery layer on top that allows for public consumption of content and assets, and which is designed to handle a large number of requests. It makes Content Hub the single source of truth and eliminates the need for synchronizing Content Hub data with other third-party systems to make it publicly available. Then there is Sitecore Experience Edge for XM. This allows for the static publishing of headless solutions based on our Headless Services SDKs, JavaScript, JSS, and ASP.NET Core, while still maintaining all the rich and powerful content management features that exist today. What this ultimately means is Sitecore Experience Edge being able to bring the concept of content as a service to both Content Hub and Sitecore XM. Customers can use their existing investment in either Content Hub or XM and publish content to Sitecore Experience Edge. The GraphQL endpoint, an industry standard, can then be consumed by any other technology to repurpose that content for the best customer experience. The endpoint itself runs in multiple delivery regions and uses CDNs to store the API results as close as possible to the edge of the network. When using Content Hub, the endpoint runs in the same region as where the Content Hub authoring instance is hosted. So now let's think about what some of the typical use cases for running with Sitecore Experience Edge are. Any type of application that requires an auto-scaled and geographically distributed delivery of content. The use of one of our Headless Services SDKs, where content authors prioritize the ability to still maintain an in-context editing experience. The need to use Content Hub content and assets for public consumption without synchronizing data to third parties. An atomic content approach, being able to break down content into fragments that need to be managed centrally. Jamstack architectures, using the API endpoint to build static and dynamic websites based on Jamstack architectures. And using content from Content Hub or Sitecore in any mobile or kiosk applications. Now we have an overview of the makeup of Experience Edge, the topology and key use cases. Let's drill down into how this all works more specifically with Content Hub. Sitecore Experience Edge enables and elevates the advanced content lifecycle management within Content Hub, with headless delivery, all powered through a multi-tenant software as a service-based architecture. As consumer demand for content and the touchpoints they interact with continually increase, having an efficient process for managing, publishing, and delivering content is more critical than ever. Organizations must extend the reach of content while advancing the flexibility of front-end content delivery frameworks. Building on the capabilities of Sitecore Content Hub, including easy-to-use tools for aligning on content planning, creation, collaboration, and strategy with a modular content repository, Sitecore Experience Edge enhanced these with a headless content infrastructure enabling seamless, flexible, and intuitive content delivery across all channels. Sitecore Experience Edge provides mechanisms to publish content to a highly scalable content delivery platform, which exposes high-performing GraphQL APIs to serve headless content on demand, powering an efficient content management and delivery process. This ultimately then gives us the best of both worlds for both marketing and development teams. Firstly, supporting and delivering upon best-in-class marketing-friendly tools by providing a centralized content strategy that maximizes the strategic value of content. Integrated marketing-friendly solution for unified content planning, production, collaboration, and management. One single source of truth for all content and assets. And develop content strategy to maximize reach, efficiency, and overall value of your content across your full organization, serving SMB to large enterprise. If we then look at developer and IT teams, delivering on key objectives around lowering complexity and delivering on scale can be achieved. More specifically, reducing the burden of content deployment, infrastructure setup, and scaling. The complexity it takes to set up a reliable, distributed environment has all been handled by Sitecore. We manage the environment and are making sure it will meet the necessary demands. Freedom of choice of coding language, supporting a Jamstack approach in both dynamic and static delivery. Unlocking a highly scalable delivery of content using the industry standard GraphQL content API. Building applications on top of Sitecore without any Sitecore expertise. Front-end developers do not need to know Sitecore in order to build their front-end applications. Bringing these two worlds together, we can see how by using Content Hub, customers can plan, create, and organize any type of content and make it all available through an industry standard and developer-friendly API endpoint, making this a full SaaS end-to-end solution. Experience Edge configuration is baked directly into the core Content Hub offering, allowing you to define which parts of your content schema you want to make available for public consumption, and therefore having full control over what information is being distributed. There is also the ability to put safeguards in place in order to make sure that you only publish the data that meets your specific requirements. As an example shown here, only pushing content to the edge that has a release date field and status of approved being met. Having this fine-grained control over your content publishing configuration only further enhances the existing content process capabilities of Content Hub. We also need to make sure that both marketers and developers can fully test content and experiences before content is published. Experience Edge enables this through both a preview and delivery set of APIs. You can use the preview API to access unpublished data so that you can test your application with unpublished content. The delivery API will enforce the configurations we just saw on the previous slide to ensure that only data that meets the set criteria is available for public consumption. A query tool is also available to support an efficient development process through a deeper, developer-friendly playground. We have now seen how Sitecore Experience Edge can readily augment the already powerful capabilities of the Content Hub platform. Next up, let's look into how a similar capability can unlock greater options and potential with the Experience Manager offering. Sitecore Experience Edge for Sitecore Experience Manager allows customers on XM to publish content to a global distributed delivery platform to empower highly scalable headless solutions while not compromising on web content management functionality. It will enable marketers to control presentation and experience composition for headless solutions, while removing the burden of content deployment, infrastructure setup, and scaling. Experience Manager has provided content editors and marketers a powerful set of capabilities over the years, and with the advancement of headless solutions, we need to continue to support those key users of the platform. This means we need to ensure we give you the ability to maintain control while also increasing your options for flexibility. Business users can continue to use and control presentation orchestration through Horizon and Experience Editor. Reduces the burden of content deployment, infrastructure setup, and scaling. Continue to support experience composition with what you see is what you get editing and drag and drop simplicity. Powerful multi-site, multilingual content management with a marketer-friendly interface, and increased flexibility and choice for front-end implementation, all while maintaining CMS functionality. So now let's ask ourselves a question. Why Sitecore Experience Edge for Experience Manager? To really answer this, let's step through how the platform roles have traditionally been structured. Sitecore has always had a separation between content management and content delivery servers. Content management is the server where your authors will make content changes, and the delivery servers where all incoming requests are handled. Not all websites are the same though. Bigger brands require and expect higher traffic load, and depending on that server load, you could scale your implementation by adding additional content delivery servers. When we then introduced JSS, now Headless Services, we added an additional service to the delivery server. The layout service was handling the data flow between the JSS application and Sitecore. Since the layout service runs on top of the content delivery server, you would always need to combine the layout service with at least one content delivery server nearby to reduce any potential lag and ensure performance and scalability are being maintained. But now with the introduction of Edge, you can publish a snapshot of the layout service data to the Sitecore Experience Edge, making it available anywhere in the world without the burden of managing the delivery platform yourself. Our managed SaaS solution will make sure your content is always performant and will scale automatically when necessary. Further to this, Sitecore authors will hardly be impacted by publishing to the delivery edge. The content editing experience will be no different and publishing will not be harder, minimizing any impact. Okay, we've now looked at how Experience Edge can sit alongside both Content Hub and Experience Manager offerings from Sitecore. At Sitecore, acknowledging and supporting industry trends has always been a focus, and the introduction of Experience Edge continues along that theme. We ultimately want to provide our partners and customers with options in determining the best fit solution for the objectives and experiences you are trying to deliver upon. Firstly, with Content Hub supporting that end-to-end solution for content strategy, planning and creation flows, through to delivering both content and assets all across any channel and at scale. Secondly, where a headless website is a key focus, but the ability to orchestrate the experience while maintaining the core principles and value of the experience management solution, such as in-context editing, is important. Experience Edge can start reducing your infrastructure burden while ensuring your content and experiences are delivered at speed and scale. Thank you for watching this episode of Sitecore in 300 Seconds Plus. Hopefully you have gained more insights into how Experience Edge continues to innovate our solution offerings at Sitecore and how that can translate to more benefits to your business. Until next time, bye for now.